Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thank you for joining us. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. We're here every weekday. We start at 1 p.m. We go throughout the afternoon. We cover a wide range of topics, and something we have discussed here on the show before is Sunshine Division. For over 100 years, they've been helping provide food to those in need in the community. That's in the Portland community and the broader community around Portland, and really just helping people out who are in circumstances where they need food. And one thing they do annually every year is the Winter Wonderland experience out at PIR, the Portland International Raceway, where you can drive your car through thousands and thousands of lights. It may even go beyond that. We're going to talk all about that, though, during this segment, because I got to sit down with Kyle Camberg, Executive Director of Sunshine Division, just to talk about the organization and something that you can go do here until the end of this year. Let's go for it. Kyle, thanks for joining us as always. Great to talk to you and just find out about all the work you're doing. I mean, you all are doing so much so often. It's like every 2 weeks there's some other huge event going on, and all for this good work that you're doing here for the community. And I always like to start off with that too, just to let people know, in case they don't know, just about Sunshine Division. Could you give them the brief overview and just what you do as an organization?
Yeah, so this coming up in a couple of weeks will be our 103rd anniversary of providing free emergency food to families and individuals in crisis here across the Portland metro area. This coming, like I said, the Saturday before Christmas will be the 103rd year in a row. We're making a massive holiday home delivery with the help of over 1,000 volunteers. But we're open year round. So we have a food pantry that's open 52 weeks a year, 5 days a week. We do a weekly home delivery of food to families and individuals that might have transportation issues or disabilities or different things. That goes to about 650 families. And then we do a host of other sort of one-day events. You might see us in the summer doing a huge Shop with a Cop event with hundreds of kids and Portland police officers. And we do a massive Thanksgiving program, a massive holiday program right around Christmas, a huge Martin Luther King Jr. distribution, big program right when school gets out, and a whole host of other things. But bottom line, we're getting food out to people, individuals, families, schools, churches, so that people that are having a tough time or are in the midst of crisis can have food to put on the table at night.
And it seems like now too, I mean, it's always such a needed thing, but I mean, now it does seem like, more and more people are needing this kind of assistance.
Yeah, there's just been so many challenges the past 5 years. Recently we all saw with the government shutdown and when they discontinued SNAP benefits for a couple of weeks, immediately our front door at our food pantry quadrupled. About 2/3 of the families we were seeing at the start of November were first-time visitors to Sunshine Division. Frankly, it's a lot like it was at the start of the pandemic. There's just a lot of people that are having a hard time making ends meet right now. We all know about affordability and inflation, and costs of healthcare renewals are going through the roof, and it's just, a lot of people are unfortunately one bad day away from turning to places like Sunshine Division, whether that's a car repair or a medical bill or, loss of job. There's a lot of folks that are, really struggling. And so we're seeing record numbers. We're doing our best to respond, but events like Winter Wonderland are what allow us to do that, because it takes money to fund the operation. And I know we're going to talk about that, but it's a great family event that allows us to fund a lot of this work we do.
Yeah, I mean, having that, as an opportunity there for people to provide and contribute to what you're doing. And let's get into, that just a little bit more, just talking about, the events and the things that you have going on here right now.
Yeah, so Winter Wonderland, which is an over 30-year tradition, 9 years ago, we were able to secure the largest gift in the history of our organization that allowed us to buy this business from a local company that had run it for many years, and we were always a beneficiary. And so they were kind of ready to tap out and move on, and we stepped in, and so now we own and operate it. And it's our largest fundraiser. It runs now through the end of the year. They're on New Year's Eve, and it's pretty straightforward. It's one carload equals one ticket. So pack your car full of your entire family, multi-generational, all the kids in the neighborhood, whatever you got. You buy that ticket, come out. It's 2 miles of lights, a little over 2 miles actually, out at Portland International Raceway. And so we've got the whole entire track, but normally would be a racetrack. You're going to go about 1 mile an hour through a couple miles of lights, and it's everything from the traditional classics, like we've got the 12 Days of Christmas and nativity scenes and, Santa Claus and all that stuff. But, we have everything from dinosaurs and multiple light tunnels and a sea of penguins, and it's a little bit of everything. So depending upon your age, your kids, your family, you'll find something that really speaks to you, or someone in the car. I've got a teenager. What he liked 10 years ago has, it's morphed a little bit over the years. So, I think he likes the light tunnels a lot more now. We call them the Instagram tunnels, where people are sticking their heads out the window and their moon roofs to take the pictures. And I think the little kids love, Santa Claus and the trains and the dinosaurs and things like that. So there's something for everybody. And there's also some real traditional things like the big poinsettia wreath that you can drive under. And then we have, there's a couple areas where it looks like reindeer jumping over your car and things like that. So like I said, it's 2 miles. You're going to find something that speaks to you, I promise.
But 2 miles, that is so much. I can't even imagine the amount of work that goes into just setting that up, and having that ready to go, and then something for everybody to come out there and enjoy. I mean, for you, what is it like going through all that work, and having this, set up there each year, and then to be able to see people start going through there, with their families, with the kids, just as you mentioned, all those people.
Well, we've got a great team of people, and we work with, they're really well known for Hood to Coast. So the Hood to Coast Race Series people, they're not busy with a lot of running events in the dead of winter. So they actually do most, if not all, of the logistics for us. Our staff here does, some of the communications and the marketing type of stuff and sponsorships. But I'm not personally out there in the cold and the rain screwing in light bulbs. We've got a team of pros that takes care of that for us, and they do a great job because, as you can imagine, 2 miles a lot. If you decorate your own home, now multiply that by about, 500. That's how, however many houses would fill 2 miles. It's a lot of work. They start after Labor Day and they keep going. And of course you got to maintain it because it's out in the wind and the rain and the cold and things are blowing around. And so it takes a lot of work to put it on. But at the end of the day, it's a great event for about 100,000 people to come out and see. And I think we make a lot of special memories for people and ultimately raise a lot of dollars so we can feed local families. So hopefully it's a win-win, checking a lot of boxes for families to do something great at the holidays, but also knowing they're supporting a Sunshine Division to help feed local families too. So hopefully we're doing both of those things.
Yeah, that's a win across the board for something like that. And I want to make sure everybody knows, where, when, how, all of that stuff for them to come out.
Yeah, so Portland International Raceway, that's North Portland, right off of you can see it from I-5, almost before you get to Vancouver. You drive on out there, get off the freeway, load in. You can buy your tickets online or at the gate. They're actually cheaper online, Winter Wonderland, Portland.com. And we're open every night between now and New Year's. I would caution you, of course, the week of Christmas, and of course, Saturday nights are going to be busier. So say you've got a 2 or a 3-year-old and you want to get in and out quick, maybe come on a weeknight, maybe come early right when we open at 4:30 when it's getting dark. If you've got teenagers, you want to lock in the car and have them trapped for the whole time, come on the Saturday night. It's going to be busier. It's kind of up to you what you're looking for. We also have special offers. Local Safeway, Albertsons, Portland Metro, they have tickets of their customer service that are our cheapest ticket. So there's an offer there. And this Friday, great thing we've got going on with our new presenting sponsor, Dave's Killer Bread. We're having a takeover night with them. The first 100 cars that bring food for Sunshine Division are going to get Winterhawks tickets. We also have giveaways we're going to randomly pick some prize winners. The Portland Winterhawks, Portland, our new team, the Fire, are going to be out there with Dave's Killer Bread. So we're doing some special things this year. And again, ultimately, every penny that gets raised out of that event is going to help Sunshine Division feed people. So we hope it's a wonderful thing for people's families. I've been doing a lot of years with my son and my family. And where else in the world can you pile everybody in the car, no matter what the weather is, turn off the electronics, turn up the Christmas music, and just have a kind of a lo-fi, old school family holiday event. Unfortunately, I don't think there's too many more of those that exist. So we've still got that for people, and whether it's 36 and raining, it's going to be dry in your car, I promise you. So we hope you'll come out and see us at Portland International Raceway. And like I said, I think it's a wonderful, amazing family event that fortunately there's too few of these you get to do anymore.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that people can go to experience if they haven't experienced, or just have kids go experience something like that. And as you mentioned, it seems like it's bringing so much of the community together, different organizations all together, but all to help the community at the same time for people who need some food. And that's what it's really all about. Well, Kyle, thank you, so much for joining us and for all that you do. And yeah, I'm excited to go check it out.
We'll look forward to having you out, and like I said, we'll be out there every night. Unless there is a snowstorm, knock on wood, we'll be open. And look forward to having another great holiday out there at PIR.
Awesome. Huge thank you to Kyle there for joining us. And again, Sunshine Division with that Winter Wonderland experience that they have up there. And Sunshine Division, just in general, does some amazing work there to help people out. And we've got a link at kptv.com on the Fox 12 Oregon website where you can take a look at that and get some tickets, and of course check out the schedule for it as well. And thanks for joining us. This is Fox 12 Now. We live stream here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. We get to have these longer form segments, we get to really dig into things just a little bit more. And if you have any suggestions for a topic, feel free to send me an email, fox12now at kptv.com. It's right there on your screen, fox12now at kptv.com, and we'll see if we can do something. Can't guarantee everything, but certainly if you have an idea, send that in and we'll take a look. So thanks for joining us. Whatever platform you're watching on, I recommend downloading those apps, the Fox 12 Oregon apps. That's a great way to follow along with what we do here live and all of our news shows and watch afterward. But whatever platform you're on, thanks for being here. We'll talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.